46?
46,
Right after the war?
right
Yeah.
after the war.
Wow. So you've
We
been here
moved-
since then? Wow.
We moved into this house.
Hmm.
We bought it. We paid $6,000.
Sounds like a good deal.
Well, we sold out the one we had for 3.
Hmm.
When we came,
You need a bigger house. You had 7 children? Yeah.
no, we didn't have 7 children at the time. We had 5.
5?
That's
Yeah.
lots.
Yes, 7. The 3 came later.
Now, when we look across the street, we can see Britannia High School quite clearly.
Yes,
But-
and we didn't want to move because it was so close.
Mhm.
You know, the children went, every one of them went to the high school.
Oh, they all went, did they? Yeah. I got a few pictures of the high school.
Yeah, well, they built on that part. Only the middle part was there when we,
They added the gymnasium, and, yeah. When they tore down 100 houses, including the houses that used to be across the street from
That's
your
right.
house, right?
That's right. I born in Saskatchewan, Pelly, Saskatchewan.
Was that farming territory?
Mhm.
So you actually grew
Yeah,
up on a farm?
On a farm. My dad had a wheat farm.
So did you learn how to be a farmer?
I never wanted to live on a farm.
Really? Wow.
I moved from the farm when I was a teenager,
Where did you go?
Winnipeg.
Into the big city?
That's
Yeah.
right. A lot of people started leaving the PA and going to Vancouver because the pay was better here, you know. You're building ships.
So did
Warships.
he work building warships?
Yes, he did.
Where was that?
Down here in Vancouver and
So what was he doing in the shipyard?
putting it together.
Hmm.
He worked hard with,
Riveting or?
yes,
Yeah.
riveting. And my 2 younger sisters came and they worked there too. They got a job there too.
Wow.
They were, so there were some men that the rivetings had to be hot,
Yeah.
red hot.
Yeah.
So they used to put them in pails, and they had to carry from there to where the men worked. And that's what their job was.
Hmm.
That was during the war. And they were there building planes in
Richmond
Richmond, warplanes.
at Boeing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, those rivets had to be red hot so they could hammer over the end while they were soft.
That's
They
right.
Almost melted.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's my husband did.
Very noisy work.
Yeah, but he had to work because the pay was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than anywhere else. When he first came in, he didn't go straight to the shipyard because he didn't know English very well yet. I was born in Canada and he was not. And so he went, he was working on a peat plant because they needed peat moss.
In Burns Bog.
That's right.
Yeah.
You-
The Americans came up and they commandeered Burns Bog to build incendiary bombs.
That's right.
When they bombed Dresden, it was
And
the peat
then
from.
he met one young man that worked on the shipyard because my husband bought a car here. Cars were very hard to get during the war. They were not making them. But a second-hand car. He bought a used car. And so he wanted a ride because he was working on a shipyard already. and we were living in Delta at the time. So when my husband was working on a pit bar, and he says, "Oh, come on, come with me to the shipyard and ask for a job, and you'll see you'll get it right away." And he wasn't sure. He didn't want to leave this job because I didn't want to lose it, you know. But he went, and no one, they didn't ask him another word. It was so easy for him just to get a job there.
At the shipyards here, they had 5,000 workers in each shipyard.
Yes, I know, but all the young men went to war. So whoever they could get, they took.
A lot of women and a lot of young boys, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
boys and girls, you know.
And it was dangerous work as well.
That's right. Yeah. And my husband was the only one that would go up to put the Canadian flag on the ship when it was finished. And nobody else would go up there.
Afraid of heights.
That's right.
Wow.
He was never afraid of heights.
So that was the last thing they did, put the flag up on the top?
That's right.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Wow. So that must have been quite a contrast, being on the prairies in the Depression and then being here during, like you say, they'd hire
That's right.
almost anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
with
well, you
good
know,
pay.
things were even rationed here.
What do you remember about rationing?
Well, milk, canned milk was rationed. Number one, meat was rationed. Beef was rationed. Not chicken or that or fish or not, but beef. Number one, you know, like steaks and all the best meat was all sent overseas.
Wow. So, and they stopped building cars, and I guess they stopped building appliances too.
Everything.
Everything.
Washing machines.
They stopped building them.
Building. There was no washing machine. You couldn't buy a washing. On Williams and Commercial.
Oh, where Joe's Cafe is today?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when you first got here, it was Rexall Drugs, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, my brother used to deliver prescriptions for the Rexall
Oh, yeah.
drugs.
On a bicycle? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ross delivered prescriptions for the.
Yes, but that used that corner building. There was everything in it already. It was a grocery store and a post office in there.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a restaurant, and then there was a meat market, and I don't know, and then a restaurant again.